And now, After Party Hangover presents the Tripod Sessions.
Welcome to the After Party Hangover Tripod Sessions. I am your host, Mangria, and as always, we have Big Carpe calling out all the fuck shit and absolute fuckery, Julius _ceizar, and propping up this tripod, the Future Collector, the host of the faux pod, chugging yoo-hoos like a some bitch. It's the great brettzky 99. What is going on, fellas?
What's going on, guys? How we living today? How we living this weekend?
You know, living.
Well,
about right.
You ready to take a deep dive into some wrestling?
I don't see why not.
Let's do it.
Who's by my side? Already.
AEW Dynamite, not Dynamite. This past Wednesday opens up with a Black Lives Matter message and last week recap. And let me get this right, Ceizar. Dr. Britt Baker, DMD?
Yeah, there we go.
Okay. In a Rolls Royce, by the way. She was in the back of a golf cart, and it said Rolls Royce, ROLES Royce, in her wheelchair. It's pretty funny. JR, Tony, and Excalibur tell us what we're in store for tonight, and we kick off the action with the AEW Tag Team title matchup. You guys, what did you think of this kickoff?
You got the Ceizar.
Oh, I thought this match was great. I mean, I started AEW. I started watching wrestling Wednesday like really late, so I was already pretty lit. Had a long day at work, so my notes are all over the place, and I was forgetting people's names left and right. So the match was great. I was wondering why Hangman had such sparkly pants on and sparkly boots. I don't know. That really doesn't fit his character, except for maybe at a pay-per-view. I like to call them pay-per-view draws, you know, when you get the specially good gear for a pay-per-view. I was like, this is an episode of Dynamite.
Well, maybe those were his sober pants.
Maybe.
Did you catch his nameplate, by the way, Ceizar?
Oh, yeah. That was
No, what did it say? I missed it.
See, Brettzky, go for it.
It said, it was like above the name for like Hangman Page and Kenny Omega. It said, I believe, prefer 2% 80 proof.
Yep.
Lit. Now, see, that needs to be a shirt that they should wear in the background.
And you know that the greatest asset in AEW is going to get involved somehow. Brettzky, did you keep your hands where we could see him, or were you getting knotted when Penelope Ford was getting knotted?
Well, I mean, to be fair, I did actually, one of my notes was, and I quote, Penelope can insert herself into my match any day of the week. But yeah, I mean, I agree. I also noticed the Rolls Royce immediately, which is fucking funny. I mean, other than the match, just like the other things they did, where like I loved how not only were the best friends in the front row for it, but they mentioned it and made a point to say that they're like scouting out like who they're going to face at Fyter Fest, which I liked a lot. Yeah, the match was great, but again, just going on other stuff. Fucking one of the announcers was like, "Oh, Hangman Page has a lot of grit, so stop fucking saying grit."
Thank you. Somebody else is hearing it a lot, not just me.
No, yeah, it's everywhere now.
It's the newest buzzword.
Yeah.
JR had two really stupid lines in a row. The first one was like the most nincompoopish shot at WWE you might ever hear. And not a lot of people probably got it. And he basically was talking about AEW shop, and he said, "There's a lot of good deals. I don't even need a coupon." Because WWE shop is just sending out a bunch of like discount emails now.
Oh wow!
It's like every 3 days you get an email saying, "Oh, this is for you," and something's off.
Yep.
Yeah, and it's like my thoughts on this now are WWE, at least from what I've heard, like unless I'm not getting them, they aren't taking shots at AEW.
No.
So either both So if you're gonna say you're not competitors, don't fucking take. If you're gonna take a shot, don't take a stupid one like that. But if you're gonna say you're not competing, then don't do shit like this. Like 2 weeks in a row, you're gonna have shots, just like stupid back to back shots. Like just don't either go full out or just don't do it. And then immediately after that, they're talking about Jimmy Havoc training with the Knight family, and JR said, "Paige," and this is a direct quote, "Paige is one of my favorite WW wrestlers." So
Yep.
JR almost
That's
said
in my
WWE.
notes. Yeah.
Idiot. Fucking idiot.
Well, let's mention who's in the match. It was Kip Sabian with Penelope Ford and Jimmy Havoc taking on Hangman, Adam Page, and Kenny Omega for the tag team titles. Let me just run off my notes real quick, and then we'll get to you, Ceizar. Like I said, Penelope gets involved, grabbing Kenny's foot. Like Brettzky says, JR mentions Page. Penelope tries the Hurricane Rana Page, but Page catches her in a very awkward position. She gets ejected. Havoc hits Page and Omega with wrench, which holy shit, that looked rough. I know it wasn't like a massive wrench, but you get hit with the wrench, it's gonna hurt.
Yeah.
I like how Havoc and Sabian were allowed to both be in the ring for a long fucking time. Come on, ref. Havoc attempted to hit Hangman with a fucking hacksaw. But, of course, Page and Omega win with the last call. Ceizar, what are your notes for this match?
So basically, those are my notes, except way more ignorant. So I literally write them like I'm writing to myself. I was like, so I guess you can follow the match. I was like, yo, where does hell get a wrench? Like, there's just wrenches out? Like, if that's my wrench and I got to break down the ring later, I need my fucking wrench. Then I was like, damn it, Ford is gone. Then I was like, ooh, Hangman got sparkly pants. Ha. I literally wrote the ha. Then I was like, oh shit, a hacksaw. Ho!
How many O's? How many O's behind in front of that H?
It's always 6 O's. So then I was like, damn, kid. I was like, Kip and Bird Mask got real good tag work. And then I wrote last call, ha, drunk. And then I wrote an asterisk, Havoc. I don't know why I forgot that.
Well, Brettzky, did you want to add anything else to this before we move on?
Yeah, really quickly. Other than the fact that it was a great match, it was really a good way to start the show. Kip Sabian, at least in my opinion, could be an AEW world champion in a few years.
Dude was on fucking point.
Yeah, he's great. He's great. He has a good look. His theme's pretty good. I mean, he has a character. He can work. He has Penelope Ford already.
Cheat for him too. Yeah.
Exactly. So I see him doing very well in the future if he stays on this trajectory. But yeah, this is a great way to open.
And by the way, it went 20 minutes with no commercials to open Dynamite this week.
Yeah. I was shocked. I kept on looking like at the clock, and I'm like, wait a minute, like did I like fall asleep and like miss a commercial or something? Like, yeah, I was happy with that.
Well, this now sets up Page and Omega to take on the Best Friends at Fyter Fest. After the commercial break, we get the video that Tully and Sean Spears put out during the week where he's just screaming at Sean Spears to act serious. And then smash cut to Sean Spears in an SUV. Tully gets in the SUV with a box. He says, "This is the missing piece, Sean Spears. With this, you're going to go to the moon." He opens the case, and it's a fingerless glove.
A black glove, as
fingerless black glove,
as JR said, because some superstars, when they get the black glove, that's what put them over the top. I swear he said it. I swear he said it.
No, I heard it. That was also in my notes.
Apparently, the fingerless glove is synonymous with success back in the day, and now that Sean Spears has acquired it, I guess we're gonna see a new Sean Spears?
Well, good, because, I mean, I'm sorry, man. Like, that dude was holding the fucking company down during Rona. He was holding it down, and he's more than just a jobber. He's at least, he can at least down the road beat Cody for that mid-card title. I don't know if his backstage work right now is good, and if he teamed up with MJF, they could have the tag belts, or one of them be the champion, the other one be the goon, or even vice versa. or they could have 1 and 2. I'm still pushing for that with Wardlow. But yeah, like this guy was holding the company down. You either got to pay him more or give him some kind of push, or at least give him the chance. Give him a good push and then give him the chance to fail at least.
Well, Brettzky, do you think Shawn Spears losing in humiliating fashion to Goldust, aka Dustin, triggered this reaction from Tully?
Yeah, I'm a little conflicted with it, with the way it's going, because I feel like with Tully Blanchard being in his corner and like telling him to get serious with the loss, I feel like it could lead to a push, but at the expense of goofy Shawn Spears, which I love, which everyone loves. But if he can kind of keep some of that goofiness with him, but also be serious, kind of like what I mean. We'll obviously get into it later, but kind of like what we can expect from Drake Maverick now. Then I feel like there's it could be good. The one thing I will say though, as soon as I saw the black glove, I immediately thought of Seth Rollins. So I don't know.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought.
But...
Well, up next we had a murder. We witnessed murder. Brian Cage with Taz taking on Shawn Dean. Rest in peace. Cage suplexes the soul out of Shawn and wins with the drill claw. Taz comes out and cuts a promo on Moxley. Moxley answers, comes out, cuts a promo of his own. What did you guys think of this segment? And are you excited now to see Cage versus Mox?
No. I wasn't when he won the chip. I haven't looked him up still yet, so I don't know what he can actually
me
do.
neither. I don't know. Either.
In my drunken stupor, I did write a bad joke.
Is this a Jake's joke?
No. This isn't a Jake joke. This is like a ceizar joke I would write in the Hall of Fame.
Okay.
I'll share it with the people. I was like, man, Brian Cage has squashed 2 black guys 2 weeks in a row. Black wrestlers matter. Yeah, that's literally all I wrote.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought the same thing. When I saw it, I'm like, holy shit, Leon Ross.
Yeah. I was like, you can't start with a Black Lives Matter thing and then like 30 minutes in just have some dude like totally some over beef cut white dude just squash some skinny black guy. Like that's not good. Come on. I mean, I know what they're doing. Like those guys are talent, but I mean, come on, man.
Well, Brettzky, did you appreciate the intensity from Taz, or did he just look like a goofy old midget?
Well, he does anyway. But no, I like Taz, and I like this pairing because I feel like Taz needs, because Taz on commentary, I love Taz on commentary, but if he's just gonna be doing commentary on Dark, then I don't mind him at all being manager. I was excited for Cage versus Mock, and I still am because I've seen enough of Cage to be excited for like a drag out fight that they're gonna have. But each week I'm getting less excited for it because of this. It's Cesar's been saying it, and he's absolutely right. It's the same formula where a new guy comes in, it looks like a monster, destroys jobbers for a few weeks, then all of a sudden goes and has a match against the main event guy. And as excited as I am for the match, because I know it's going to be a fun match with 2 just like insane guys, and as good as the promo was, because I enjoyed the back and forth promo and Mox coming out and all that stuff, it's just stop having him kill jobbers, because if it was only Brian Cage who did it, that'd be fine, but you can't have everyone do that when they come into.
Well, let me ask both of you: do you think this is going to be the trifecta of fuck shit? Meaning Wardlow loses his first match that mattered, Brody loses his first match that mattered, and now will Cage lose the first match that matters?
Well, Murder Hawk,
yes,
so be the quadruple.
Right.
Why'd you say Wardlow? Wardlow lost his first match ever.
Yeah, is this gonna happen to Cage when he goes in for his first match?
Oh no, I mean, like Wardlow lost like 0-1. Like these other guys got 4 squashes out the gate.
Well, I mean matches that matter.
I mean, his was that cage match against Cody. So I mean, to Cody it mattered, but you know, Wardlow didn't matter. But yeah, like I think it is going to be the trifecta of fuck shit. They're not going to pull the belt off Moxley for this new guy with 5 matches. Or when is Fyter Fest? Like, yeah, 4 more weeks. So yeah, he'll have like fucking 5 matches. Yeah, he's not going to win.
Do you think?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think that depending on what we see going forward, if it is the same old thing, which it probably will with all the squashes, then I don't necessarily see them taking it off Mox. I see them dragging out the feud, but I don't see them taking it off Mox yet.
Yeah.
Well, I hope you guys are correct, even though it comes at the expense of Cage. But yeah, he'll be fine. After the commercial break, the Murder Hawk is interviewed under an overpass. He was beating up some random lucha dude, and then Jake Roberts was there too, acting all scared that Murder Hawk was angry. And then they interview Murder Hawk. He says everyone's gonna die. What the hell was up with this promo, Ceizar? What message was he trying to send?
You crazy? That's all I got. I was like, all
Murdering
right.
homeless luchadors. That's not right.
I mean, he said he's the murder hawk, so he wants to kill people. So I was like, cool. Wait, did you forget a segment?
Possibly. What did I forget?
I think you forgot how horrible the Hardy Party or Party Hardy segment.
No, that was after.
Right
that was after.
man.
Like I said, I was drunk.
Ditto.
But no, I just figured, like, I don't know why there was just one luchador under an overpass and there were no cars, but there was a cameraman and an interview guy.
Homeless luchas matter.
Damn it! I was just gonna say
but I mean, somebody must have had a smartphone with a location on. I mean, I don't know how you just randomly find them under an overpass. Or yeah, and that's the weird part, because if Jake Roberts gets hard watching Murder Hawk kill people, why was he scared? Did he have a fear boner? Like, why? Yeah, why was he
refractory
so
period?
Yeah, and then like apologizing to the dude.
Guy.
Yeah, I don't get it.
I don't know his name either.
Yeah, that was the only thing I said. The only note I took is, why the hell is Jake Roberts apologizing for Murder Hawk?
I guess Murder Hawk finally went overboard. That's why he's been seeking homeless luchadors to beat up rather than just keeping it into the ring.
Went overboard. The first promo they did with Jake Roberts, that was a tape promo. He fucking killed me.
Yeah. Yeah. Good times.
I don't know, maybe Jake Roberts needs his meds or something, but
I agree with that.
Yeah, that's probably it.
Up next is the private party at the bar. Matt Hardy extends the olive branch, basically saying, you were the future of the tag division. And of course, Private Party was all hyped up. They want a Hardy Party, but Ceizar, it sounds like you're not a fan of the Hardy Party. What are your thoughts on this Private Party Hardy segment?
No, I mean, I just thought they were like way too hyped for that promo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not mad with the Hardy Party. I actually probably would have said Party Hardy, because I think I've even heard that phrase before, and therefore it puts the emphasis on the group Party first, and that Hardy is the mentor. That's just me arguing with details. Same thing. Whatever. I just thought they were too over the top in the promo, but I did think him running into Sammy in the hallway was funny.
Well, they had been drinking, Ceizar.
Look, there was no music playing. All right, unless there's music playing, I am not that hype when I'm drunk. I may say some dumb shit, but I ain't that hype just hanging out. And plus, you're in the VIP section. In the VIP section, you're supposed to like be chilled back, getting fucked up, being cool. You're not supposed to be all jumping around, especially if ain't nobody else there. I mean, yeah, there's 10 bad bitches jumping on the couch, and then hey, all right, fine, we partying, we getting loose. Somebody bring out the cocaine. I mean, I don't know. Like if it's just me and my homeboy, we just drinking.
Well, Brettzky, did you notice that Matt Hardy never says Jeff Hardy? He always says my brother. And even the Private Party said, oh, the Hardy Boys, but nobody ever says Jeff Hardy. Do you think that's a legal thing?
I don't know if it's a legal thing. Oh, it probably is. It's probably just like more of, hey, I don't want to say your talent's name on my show, and you shouldn't say my talent's name on your show. Probably. I will say, though, I mean, again, I agree that it was like too weirdly hyped from Private Party. Before they, like, almost 2 seconds before they said Hardy Party, I wrote down Private Party teaming with Matt Hardy should be called the Party Boys. And then immediately after they said Hardy Party, and I was utterly disappointed. Yeah. But, yeah, I mean, I guess that the Mark Quinn injury was a work, or it was just a really quick recovery time.
Yeah, I mean, just like a bad sprain, and then it's not like he's doing house shows, so he had a full.
Right. Yeah, or maybe it was like he tweaked it or something. But yeah, I mean, I don't mind it. I think that they could all be very entertaining together, and I like this version of Matt Hardy where he's like going around, being the respectful veteran, trying to help everyone out. So I like that he can kind of change on a dime from this to something else, something crazy. Yeah, I mean, nothing really. No, I guess we'll see where it goes.
And as Ceizar mentioned, as Hardy left, he runs into Sammy in the hallway. Sammy on his little scooter with his leg, and he just looks at him and says, "Respect," and then walks away. I thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah.
Well, after the commercial break, we get the announcement that Fyter Fest will happen in a very unique way. It'll be over 2 weeks. Night 1 is Wednesday, July 1st. Night 2 is Wednesday, July 8th, and it is free. It'll be, I guess, taking place of the Dynamite.
But is it really?
All right, so this is the story I said I was going to tell. So I'll tell you the story exactly when it happens. But if you get into the match, this is the story I said I wrote in the chat.
Well, I was just going to ask you guys, do you think this is a good move, or do you think they should have put it on pay-per-view? Or do you think that this pay-per-view isn't going to be all that, so they're like, fuck it, we'll just put it on TV?
Well, if it's 2 nights, they got to use everybody. But go ahead, Brettzky, because I'll tell you. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. This is a very good move. Again, it's probably because in terms of a business aspect, it makes a lot of sense because, especially when it's like this happening pretty close to Double or Nothing, and it's not like the WWE Network where it's like only $9.99 per month, and you have to spend like $50-$60 to see a pay-per-view, especially if it's going to be over 2 nights. This kind of thing would kind of let people who were kind of like, I don't know if I want to buy the pay-per-view again. I don't know if I want to spend that money at AEW. Kind of open their eyes to the product, and it's like, oh, this is what a pay-per-view looks like. Oh, I'll buy the next one. And I'll keep watching AEW. So I respect it and I understand it. It's a very smart move, and I'm excited because I don't have to pirate it off.
Well,
YouTube.
did either of you two watch Fyter Fest last year?
No.
I didn't either. I heard there was something cool about the set or something. I don't know. Yeah. I'll have to look that up later. But Ceizar, what story were you gonna tell?
So during like the Jericho match, I think they popped it up again, like in the corner. Like I didn't.
You want me to set it up?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Up next, boom, Colt Cabana versus Chris Jericho and his champion. Of course, they come out with Sammy singing the theme song horribly. I'm guessing that's how we all sound when we sing karaoke.
Nah.
Hey, okay, there we go. Go into the story, Ceizar.
Yeah. Oh, but I would like to say how the bunny was with QT Marshall again. And I think somebody said, oh, I didn't know Judas was a makeout song. And that shit popped me.
That was JR.
Was it JR?
Yeah. No, because what happened? No, because I think Excalibur was like, "Oh, I see Allie with QT Marshall," and JR goes, "Well, Excalibur, Judas is a."
Bruh, I fucking died. I fucking died on that.
I was wondering who that was. That's Bunny. I haven't seen her in such a long fucking time. I didn't even realize it.
Or Allie, whatever the fuck.
She did this last week as well during Cody's promo.
I didn't even know who the hell that was.
Yeah, it's the Bunny. Hey, come on, man. The Bunny's smoking hot.
Well, her hot ass needs to get back on the TV and put her anus on that rope.
Definitely. So the match started, which was, I thought, actually a very good match. I wrote in my notes that I like how since Jericho doesn't have the belt and he didn't, the Rona fuck shit, he's literally like kind of like just ring mentoring these guys. I mean, QT Marshall's been in the game for a minute. Colt Cabana's been in the game for a minute. So I thought it was a very good match. So what happened was I didn't notice that Fyter Fest thing before this match, and I saw it in the corner, and they kind of brought it up. So the thing popped up in the corner, and it said it was 2 days. So then I'm yelling at the TV. I'm like, what is this fuck shit? I just bought Double or Nothing. I'm not buying fucking a 2-night event. And then I realized it was a 2-week event. And I was like, I know these assholes don't mean to make me pay fucking July 1st and July 8th on some fuck shit. And then it was like on cue. JR said it was free because it was going to replace Dynamite. So I was like, oh, I'm the asshole yelling at the TV for no fucking reason in the middle of my room. Okay, that's my bad. Let me eat these Snyder's pretzels and calm down. Yeah.
Ceizar had to pick up his bowl of Snyder's pretzels he threw across the room and regather himself.
I was getting the Snyders to calm down to watch the match, so I rewound it a little bit. And then I saw that hot chick, and I was like, God damn! So then that's when I dropped the pretzels, because that's when he threw Jericho to the outside, and Jericho hit the thing. So that's when I literally dropped the pretzels. Then I started cursing again because I dropped the fucking pretzels all over the floor. But I also dropped my phone with the pretzels, and that's when I texted the chat, hey, when anybody watches Dynamite, when Jericho gets thrown to the outside, who's that hot bitch on the outside? And then after I cleaned up the pretzels, I just did some internet stalking and found who she was. But, yeah.
Well, speaking of the match, just the match, Brettzky, what did you think about the Colt Cabana versus Chris Jericho?
This was a good match for sure, a very good match. Because, I mean, it's two, fucking, I think I said like both of them have over 20 years each. Mm-hmm. So it's going to be good. It's going to be at the very least good. It was just really weird to me seeing Jericho come out just in the middle of the show. It's like he hasn't really done that a lot, so it was kind of odd to see him just like in the middle of the card. But I respect it, and I kind of had the same idea of like, oh, I guess Jericho's kind of like helping out the guys who were newer in the company or newer, just like younger, which is really cool. It was a fun match. I'm interested to see where it goes. I guess Sammy is okay enough to wrestle next week. They didn't really explain that, but yeah, I'm also intrigued to see where this goes with the Dark Order. I'm intrigued to see where it goes. I think that could be an interesting story going forward.
Well, in my notes, I put that Sammy was lingering on stage with the leg on scooter, and he was reacting to the match. I thought that was pretty entertaining.
Yeah, he was like spinning around in circles the entire time.
Colt Cabana was very impressive. Jericho reverses the Superman pin to the walls. That was pretty badass.
That was really good.
Yeah.
Jericho eventually wins with the Judas effect after Colt stumbles off the turnbuckle.
Yep.
Jericho then grabs the mic and says, "Shut your ass" to all the spectators. He calls Tyson a piece of shit. How do you censor ass but not shit, by the way?
Oh, yeah, I thought of that.
What was ass censored?
It's I'm going to whip your ass, but it was like, I'm going to whip your poop. Huh. Like,
they censor ass but not shit. That was very confusing.
Oh, they say shit once a week. They say shit once a week.
He then says he wants the baddest man on the planet to come out right now. And who comes out?
The God.
Freshly squeezed. Orange Cassidy comes out. Bow, 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 bow. He puts Jericho's hands in his own belt. Jericho looks at Hager and says, "Kill him." Orange escapes and leaves with the best friends. What did you guys think of that entertaining second half of that segment?
All I wrote was Orange the God. Orange the God. And that was it. That was it. That shit was pure entertainment at its best.
Yeah, I'm just happy that they didn't just have Jericho and Cassidy have that one-off. I'm happy they're going with it. The one thing I will say, though, that's not about Orange Cassidy, that was really fucking funny to me, is how the entire night, and especially during the segment right before Orange Cassidy came out, they're like, oh, the one of the most watched segments in sports entertainment, Mike Tyson coming out. But it was revealed, it was like people realized that the Mike Tyson main event segment was actually the lowest rated segment of Dynamite last week.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
And it's just really funny. They're hyping up like the most important thing going on in sports entertainment, but it's really not. But yeah, Orange Cassidy's the fucking best. That was amazing. And I just hope that they keep going with it. I would rather see Orange Cassidy versus Chris Jericho than Mike Tyson versus Chris Jericho any day of the week.
It should be entertaining, possibly happening at Fighter Fest. We can all hope. But after the commercial, we get a training montage featuring the Doctor. My God, was this entertaining. I love how they make Tony Schiavone. Every time I see him and her, it always makes him look like a special needs kid. It just makes me laugh every time. He just looks goofy as fuck.
Yeah.
What did you guys take away from this training montage?
I mean, those two together, man. Those two together mix so well. I don't know where they got the chemistry from. because it's like she always disses him, but then she always like redeems herself back in his good graces. Like it seems like because like that one thing was like how to not look like a role model was a picture of him. But then she couldn't get up the mountain unless he came out there. And then she got the strength, so she needs Tony. So it's like a frenemy love-hate relationship that they have. Because even like when she disses him one week and then brings him Starbucks, so it's still shitty because she's like, yeah, you used to work at Starbucks. You're a Starbucks nerd.
During her matches too, she always like looks up at Tony and goes,
Tony! Yeah, waving at Tony. Yeah, like it's fucking great, man. It's so fucking great.
Brettzky, what did you take away from this?
Oh, I'm sorry. I have NXT on in the background, and this chick, Aaliyah, I don't know what the fuck she is, just came out, and I don't know who she is.
What are you talking about? She's been. You realize she's been there for like 4 years, 5 years.
I do. But like when she on TV,
but she's like smoking hot.
Yeah, holy shit. Yeah. Anyway, aside from that, this is great. I need more Dr. Britt Baker DMD promos
every week.
Life. It is fucking funny. Every week, I want to see more. I want her out in different shit every week. First, it was the wheelchair, the Rolls Royce, all that. But keep it coming. Dr. Britt Baker DMD is just getting better and better. It's the Sean Spears effect. I'll call it that.
Yeah,
Sean Spears effect. It's staying in the crowd and not wrestling every week is making her better and more appealing. And
that shit she had with the shoes, and then she left her. She just managed to eat a chicken sandwich. Like it's.
And then she fucking almost. I mean, we'll get to it in a little bit, but she almost fucking ran over Tony.
Oh my god, that shit was gold. That shit was gold.
Brett,
she got a chair. Back up.
Brett, are you sitting down or are you walking around?
I'm sitting down.
It cuts out on you a lot. I'm not sure why.
Oh, I mean, there's like a bad thunderstorm going on right now, so I'm not sure why.
Shit. Okay. Well, up next, I just became a massive Big Swole fan because Big Swole comes out in the yellow Power Ranger gear. I popped huge for that. I loved it.
Swole.
Versus the native beast, Nyla Rose, coming off her huge loss from Double or Nothing. I was very impressed with Big Swole, of course, not only with her gear, but during this match. It was very competitive seeing her take on that gigantic man beast. She can hang with Nyla. What did you think, Ceizar?
Yeah, like my notes were Swole giving that fight tonight. Like I think I've seen a couple other things like Swole and it'd be like a 4-way dance or 5-way dance, and Swole has some good shit, some good pops or whatever. But yeah, I mean, her and Nyla, that shit was some good shit last night. And then Swole getting a little hood rich when when Britt Baker tried to hit her with the thing, and she was like, "Oh no, this bitch ain't playing. Fuck this!" And like grabbed the chair from under the ring. I was like, "Oh, all right." That's why I forgot they can curse on AEW. I was like, "All right, we lit tonight." So I thought that was like fairly good too, and I enjoyed it. I actually enjoyed it. It was a good match.
Oh, Darby injured. Tells Cage he'll have the last laugh. Do you guys know what kind of injury he has?
No, but that motherfucker's crazy, so who knows?
It's probably just from the fucking time he, jumped off a skateboard onto a ladder. That could be that could be it. Or it's just kayfabe. So,
that too.
Well, I think we'll all be entertained seeing the little guy take on the big monster. Darby versus Cage is something I will look forward to more than him facing Mox, because like you guys said, it's pretty predictable that Cage is not going to become AEW champion at Fyter Fest.
Right.
After the commercial break,
nice.
We get Tony interviewing FTR, which could stand for anything, guys.
That's what they said. That's what they said.
Yeah. They praised the tag division of AEW, hating on the Bucks. The Butcher and the Blade interrupt. I guess that's going to be their first matchup. Brettzky, do you know if the FTR
that's actually something that I was
confused
heels? With? But I think what their gimmick is, I think it's more of, hey, we really enjoy old school tag team wrestling, and we want to make it good. So fuck anyone who does new shit. We just want to have good matches. I'm guessing that's what their thing is. So I'm guessing it kind of goes back and forth depending on the week. I did like how they basically said fuck Dave Meltzer for sucking off the Young Bucks. That was pretty funny. Yeah. I like it. I'm interested to see where their gimmick goes from here. But I feel like them and Butcher and Blade can have a pretty hard hitting good match next week. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty good. And I do like how there's like, yeah, no, fuck the Bucks. Like, I just want to. Everyone wants us to have this really good match with them. I just want to knock them out with a punch immediately and win in like 5 seconds. So I like it.
Well, I don't want to jinx anything, Ceizar, but do you think we're gonna see yet another fuck shit if FTR take on Butcher and the Blade and the Butcher and the Blade win because Bunny helps them or something? Do you think they're gonna get fucked?
I didn't see Butcher and the Blade. I saw Eminem and some old guy. That's who I saw. I was waiting for Butcher and Blade to come
The
on.
Monopoly Man?
Yeah. I saw a grown Monopoly Man and Eminem out at the ring. But no, I don't think it'll be any fuckery. I think it should be an okay match. Butcher and the Blade are known for taking losses, so why not give FTR their first win? I like the way they kind of set it up. It's kind of dickish, but not. But yeah, they didn't want to attack the Bucks because they want no excuses. That's what they're saying. They want no excuses when they meet the Bucks in the ring and they whoop that ass. They don't want any excuses. We don't want to be like, oh, they came off some great match and they had another match and then we beat them up. We don't want no excuses. When we get in the ring, we gonna fight and we'll see who the better team is, and we know it's us.
Well, up next, we get caught up with Colt Cabana being interviewed backstage about his match he just had, and Brody Lee approaches him, planting some seeds into his brain about joining the Dark Order. But guys, we've seen this before. We've seen the Dark Order trying to recruit Christopher Daniels. That never came through.
Nope.
Do you guys think Colt Cabana will make the jump to the Dark Order?
No.
Resist this a time killer.
I mean, I feel like it'll be. I think that it'll end up being like Daniel Bryan joining the Wyatt family, where because Colt Cabana is just a face. Like he can't not be a face. I feel like he'll just, if anything, he'll join them, and then like after a couple of weeks, just be like, haha, fuck you, Brody Lee. I'm gonna kick your ass now because you guys stand for evil and I stand for good. Yay, boom, boom, bullshit. So yeah, I think all it's leading to is Brody Lee versus. Oh, sorry, Mr. Brody Lee versus Colt Cabana down the road. That's all I think it's leading to.
Well, I mean, yeah, because like he even said it, like they gave him the mask, and he was like, "That's nothing I want a part of." Like he said it right before they went off air. So I feel like Brody will watch that back and be like, "Oh, what, motherfucker? My offer ain't good. Well, meet me in the ring. I'm gonna beat your ass."
Oh yeah, we're gonna see. Hopefully, Brody Lee get a good win over Colt Cabana. It should be a good match if it does happen. But after the commercial break, we get the main event of the night: Jungle Boy versus Cody Rhodes for the TNT Championship.
Who? I saw a younger Jeff Jarrett. I don't know who you guys saw. I saw a younger TNA. I saw a younger TNA Jeff Jarrett come out. He had a guitar, everything. I don't know who y'all saw.
It was 2003 Jeff Jarrett versus Jungle.
No, yeah, no, this match. Yeah, I saw this match. Did
you guys notice Cody's nameplate was red and white? That was pretty cool.
Instead of
TNT belt.
So instead of gold. So I guess they'll change it to red and gold when the gold plates come in.
Eventually, I'm guessing. At this point, they do mention that Ray Phoenix
is
the next challenger, which gave me a brain.
It's not though. It's Mark Quinn.
Huh?
No, I have this in my notes. Don't worry, Mike. You didn't hear wrong. That was the first note I took. Is that first off, they should not be announcing the open challenge participants the week in advance, but they announced Mark Quinn next week, and they said it later on. But Tony Schiavone goes, "Oh, and next week it's Ray Phoenix." So, which either means he fucked up, or it means that he spoiled Ray Phoenix coming back, kicking the shit out of Mark Quinn and accepting the open challenge. So, it should be Mark Quinn.
Okay. Because I got a brain boner when he said that. Because I love Ray Phoenix. He's one of my favorites in AEW. Ceizar, what are your notes on the main event of Dynamite?
Oh yeah, let me fucking sorry. I almost like just threw my phone listening to that fuck up by AEW again, and so I dropped my notepad and was just walking around my room in anger.
Pick up the pretzels.
It's okay.
Pick
It's
up the
okay.
pretzels.
Hold on. All right, give me some pretzels, bitch. All right, here we go. What notes did my dumb ass write down? Well, I wrote another first and main event for Cody. I was like, how many first has he had in his own company? Let me count the ways. So now he's facing the first challenger for his new belt that he won. He's had the first cage match. He's been in the first TNT championship match. He's always had a new entrance where he comes out the middle. Nobody else gets that. I was like, he's the first match of Dynamite. I was like, I don't really care. This is probably going to be a great match and I'll watch anyway. But that's all I'm going to say on the podcast. That's literally what I wrote.
Well, Cody headbutts the wall, gets busted open.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He's got to bleed. That's right. He's got to bleed.
MJF and Jungle Boy get in each other's faces. Brettzky, what are your notes on the match?
Oh, sorry. I did write MJF as the truth. Under that.
Yeah, this is great. This is a great showing for Jungle Boy. Yeah, I mean, when the whole Cody getting busted open and then also the table spot, we're like, holy shit, like, wow. That table spot looked brutal.
A table spot was also unnecessary,
but it looked brutal. Which I guess, I mean, it kind of evens out for me at least. But I liked it. It was a little bit shorter than I would have liked. I feel like, especially for the first one, and with someone like Jungle Boy, where it's like, oh, the plucky underdog. I feel like it should have been maybe like 7 minutes more longer, in my opinion. But yeah, this is a lot of fun. Hopefully, Tony didn't fuck up and reveal that Ray Phoenix is actually going to take out Mark Quinn and challenge for the title. Because if he does, if that's true, then I feel like Ray Phoenix is going to win the title because it's a surprise. But yeah, this is a lot of fun. It showed Jungle Boy. It was a good first one to have. It really proved that Jungle Boy is the future of the company, and it got MJF involved, which is perfect. So yeah. I was very happy with the main event.
My only thing about what you just said is I'm so conditioned on 50-50 booking. If Ray Phoenix does come out and take out Mark Quinn, then he's definitely going to lose to Cody because it's a big win. He came back and took somebody out and took the spot, and he'll win. He'll dominate the match, but he'll eventually end up losing to Cody.
I will report with this, Mr. Ceizar. Back at Hell in a Cell a couple of years ago when John Cena was U.S. champ and he had the open challenge, who came out and challenged him at Hell in a Cell that year? None other than the returning Alberto Del Rio, also a Mexican, came out, beat him for the U.S. title in that open challenge, surprise entrant. I feel like it's another situation like that.
Was John Cena the VP of the company that he was wrestling for?
Well, the last two notes I had, you mentioned already, Brettzky. Cody and Jungle Boy crash through the table on the outside, and then Cody wins and retains with the Crossroads, ending Dynamite for the week. Now let us move on to NXT.
Well, I got Italian there.
Yeah.
Hey, I get the hint that you're still watching NXT.
I'm towards the end of the main event now.
Okay.
I had a very busy past couple of days.
Oh damn. Well, anything you miss, we'll fill in the gaps for you.
True.
Mia Yim versus Candice LeRae kicks off the night. I still love Candice LeRae's music. The heel Candice is holds a special place in Ceizar's heart as well.
I mean, she's all right.
The match ends in fuck shit and a double count out. Candice throws Mia into the Titantron. They call it the Titantron, right? Or do they just call it the Tron?
Something.
I don't know what they said.
But she does end up distorting the Tron, and Tegan Knox pulls her away. Dakota Kai and Straight Sonya attack Mia. Mayhem ensues. Gargano comes out to aid his wife. Keith Lee comes out. And then Regal sets up a mixed tag match we saw miles away. Brettzky, what did you think about the opening segment of NXT?
Here's what I liked. I liked the fact that of all the fuck shit they could have done with the ending to the Candice LeRae versus Mia Yim, they had a double count out. I think that's a solid way to end it and extend the story. I also like how they're getting all the chicks involved in this, and they were involved last week, involved this week, because that's pretty consistent. However, why the fuck, unless it leads somewhere down the line where it's like an Extreme Rules or Tornado mixed tag, why the hell would you waste the mixed tag now? That's all I'm saying. The mixed tag match should not have come this early.
Yeah.
Ceizar.
Yeah, but did the guys really even wrestle?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, it was kind of like a fuck shit ending to the mixed tag match too.
Right, like they worked when that one-on-one match. I noticed they worked really, really slow, and then the mixed tag was where all the action was, and it was really just Johnny and Keith on the outside most of the time.
Johnny yelling at Mia Yim for it's like I'm not even in wrestling gear. That was pretty funny.
Oh, that's the thing. He's not even in wrestling gear. Bitch, your wrestling gear is a pair of underwear. What the fuck you mean you can't wrestle? I did take notice. Yeah, I did take notice that Johnny has like a stock uniform, even like in street clothes. It's that same fucking jacket, white shirt, black pants. Like, to me, it's the little things. Like everybody else comes out in a t-shirt and jeans, or Keith Lee had a t-shirt and pants but cut off, or we all know they have uniforms to wrestle in, but a uniform non-wrestling stock outfit is like really giving up to the character. What's the thing with eyes? So now Keith Lee was stabbed in the eye with some car keys.
Well, yeah. Let me run it down. After the commercial break, the mixed tag is set up. The mixed tag starts. Eventually, Gargano jabs his car keys in Keith Lee's eye. Mia goes to check on Keith, and Candice, with the most devastating move in all of sports entertainment,
you know it,
rolls her up.
What'd
you guys think of this, Ceizar? What'd you think of that fuck shit?
I don't know why Johnny kept holding the keys out. Like, why couldn't he just put them back in his pocket? Like, he had the keys on display in his hand for like the next 5 minutes. Like, gotta have the keys out. And then I was like, who stabbed somebody with rental keys? Because they got to rent those cars. But then I'm like, oh wait, it's Corona. So
when you were describing Gargano's clothes, I got a picture of Gargano looking like Marty McFly. He looks like fucking Marty McFly in his clothes, his street clothes.
Yeah, but then I was like, who stabs a guy with a rental key? How are you going to explain that? I mean, they saw you on live TV stab a man with rental keys. And then I was like, oh wait, everything's in Florida. He probably lives in Florida. That's his car. Then I was like, who stabbed somebody with their own car keys? The police can find them. There's blood traces. I've watched CSI. There's blood traces on them keys. Then I was like, I got to put this drink down.
Well, like Brettzky was saying earlier, why would they waste the mixed tag? And then we just went down the match. They could save this for a later date, maybe make it more serious.
I will say,
after takeover,
there were two commentary lines that stole this for me. First was in the first match, which I just remembered. Mauro Ranallo said Candice LeRae is as annoying as autocorrect, which is pretty good. And then Tom Phillips with a great line about Johnny's wrestling gear. Boy, Johnny's wrestling in jeans that he got at Toys R Us.
Yeah, Baby Gap.
I thought he said Baby Gap.
Baby Gap.
Those were pretty good. Those were pretty funny.
Those were, old Porno Phillips had a line later. I swear I wrote in my notes, so we'll get there.
Well, after this, Dexter Lumis was interviewed backstage.
Oh, no, sorry. You will refer this man as to the GOAT of GOATs from now on this fucking podcast.
He was being interviewed about the Adam Cole versus Velveteen Dream match. The GOAT of gods and God of goats.
I'll take it.
His easel.
I'll
definitely the fucker of
gets
goats,
his
by the way.
easel and.
Yeah, definitely. That's what the God of Goats does. He fucks goats.
Snatched his easel and started painting as the interviewer. I don't know what her name was.
Mackenzie Machinster?
Yeah. Yeah.
Dexter, are you okay? Dexter? And then it just went to commercial after that. We finally find out what the stipulation is going to be for Velveteen Dream versus Adam Cole. Is going to be a backlot brawl
With a ring in it.
Incredible video package building this up. We had a combination of a celebration. It's a celebration, but Adam Cole's 1 year anniversary as NXT champion, as well as Velveteen Dream going back to the places he was attacked at. We had to get Sam Roberts 2 cents in there for some goddamn reason.
I don't know why.
And
Rosenberg. And Rosenberg.
Peter Rosenberg.
Yeah.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Brett,
yeah,
did you like this video package?
I mean, other than the random, I actually, you know what? I kind of understand why they brought in, not brought in, but they used Sam Roberts and Rosenberg, because it's kind of like, and the same reason they did it later for the Triple Threat, where it's kind of like making it so kind of like an analyst show, or it's like a panel of like different commentators being like, oh, well, I think the Cowboys are going to do this. I think the Cowboys are going to do that. But it's like, oh, I think that this is going to happen with Velveteen Dream. I think this is going to happen. So I understand that if you want more of a sporty feel to it. But yeah, I'm excited. When I hear Backlot Brawl, I think immediately of Goldust versus Roddy Piper. So I'm hoping that it's at least half as fucking weird as that. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for this.
Oh, yes.
Well, you know, when I hear Backlot Brawl, I remind myself of Cena versus Eddie Guerrero back on SmackDown.
Oh, is that the one with all the cars?
Nice Backlot Brawl.
Oh, yeah. I've seen that.
Yeah.
Ceizar, were you as concerned as I was when you saw the Undisputed Era eating in a restaurant with no masks?
No mask on. Yeah, like Rona rules just don't exist in Florida. Well, it is Florida, so it does have Florida man.
It cancels out.
So
what did you think of this?
Cancels out. Florida man can beat coronavirus by himself, so therefore Florida is probably the safest place in the entire planet.
What was your favorite part of this segment?
Oh, I wrote some fucking notes, and I used some racial slurs about this man, the Dream.
What grade are you in?
First of all, what?
We need a disclaimer. Yeah,
it's not bad. It's not bad. All right, it's bad, but it's not bad. So first of all, I wrote a lot brawl, and then I was like, you mean tell me these assholes are going to rent 10 cars just to turn on headlights? I was like, they could have just got some floodlights from Home Depot for fucking $120 a pop and turned them on. But no,
that's all the reports. No, you got to like all the NXT guys getting treated like shit. Apparently, where they're just complaining. Apparently, they had all the cars surrounding the area. You're right.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so you went to Enterprise and got a fleet of cars for like a 30-minute match. So that was just a waste. But no, I liked how they set the whole thing up. Like all the Undisputed Era was there. They celebrated whatever. And then the Dream when he had he was rollerblading. So then I was like, we always have a joke that there's a God damn it, I can't forget it now. I can't remember it now. There's a joke pretty much that says rollerblading is gay. So then it said the hardest part. It's like, what's the hardest part about telling your parents you're a rollerblader, and then it's like coming out is that you're gay or something like that. It's just somebody else said it, but like we had a friend who was a big rollerblader, so that's what we said that joke. And then I was like, when he was on the couch and he asked that damn mirror, and I was like, I know this porch monkey does not have a fake looking prince to talk to him in a mirror about his match on Sunday. I literally wrote that down. I will take a picture and send it. And if you can read my chicken scratch, that's exactly what it says.
What the fuck was up with that Prince thing? That was so bizarre.
I mean, that's his whole gimmick though. And I get that because it's purple. Prince, like one of his favorite colors is purple, and Purple Rain. Yeah, Purple Rainmaker. Yeah, exactly. His whole gimmick is, and Prince is like, you're like, yo, Prince fucks, but like Prince acts like he's 80% gay, but he fucks the baddest women on the planet. So I literally had to write that down.
Had Prince been alive still, how many Brinks trucks would they have to back up to his house for him to do that?
Vince would have paid it because you know why? Because there would have been a crowd, and they would have had a big arena for in your house. Sorry, I almost said in your mouth. they would have had Vince would have been like, "Hey, yo, Prince, you trying to like sing the national anthem in your house and like film this quick video thing? Like you ask the mirror and somehow it connects to your mirror, and then like you and the dream are looking at each other on purple couches."
Oh my God!
Like yeah, and then like Dream would have said it at the beginning of the mirror would just been there at the beginning of the show, and Prince would have walked out of it and sang the national anthem or some fuck shit. That's how it would have been done.
Well, this was one of two incredible vignettes they've had for the matches upcoming this Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
But after this, the GOAT of gods, the God of goats, Dexter Lumis finished drawing the picture, and it's of himself with the Undisputed Era
Kinky.
tied up driving in a truck. What the fuck, Ceizar?
That shit was a goddamn Rembrandt. I don't know what y'all saw, but like, I almost called up my bank to see if my black ass could get a loan to buy that shit on eBay, because that's a goddamn Rembrandt. Did you see him paint that? He painted that. He painted that during the commercial.
Brettzky
Definitely
opening bid. Brettzky.
But yeah, that was fucking funny. I love Dexter Lumis so much. That was I mean, just keep it going. Just don't change him. Just keep going with it. Like he was in the crowd later, just staring at the fucking plexiglass. Like just keep.
Oh God!
Just don't do anything to him. That's interpromotional warfare right there. Him versus Orange Cassidy. To see the battle of the goats.
Oh Jesus Christ! No, he would. Orange would have to show up like hulked out Orange Cassidy. He can't start being lazy Orange Cassidy because Dexter Lumis is that crazy.
Orange Cassidy versus Dexter Lumis.
Yeah. He would have to start out as half-ass Orange Cassidy and then Hulk up because Lumis is good. They would have to battle for the title of God.
Well, following this, we get Swerve's house.
Swerve's house.
Tony Schiavone.
Tony Nese in a match.
Mm-hmm.
In a match I did not think was going to be this long and this good. Swerve and Tony Nese tore it up in this matchup. Jack Gallagher, of course, distracts, but Swerve still wins. Brettzky,
I guess you could say, Mangria, that you got swerved. But
that's good stuff.
But yeah, I had the same kind of feeling as you. I kind of thought it'd just be kind of a squash because, even though Tony Nese did randomly fucking win the Cruiserweight title at Mania 35 for no reason, he's essentially like a jobber, I guess. So I didn't expect this. And then, all the fuck shit at the end I didn't expect, like Jack Gallagher coming out, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, is this? Like, this is going to be some other jobber tag team for Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch to destroy? Like, so, yeah. I mean, it was good. Absolutely it was good, because everyone knows those guys can go. But I did not expect or anticipate this at all going as long as it did, nor do I think it needed to.
Well, Ceizar, do you think this is setting up a pre-show match between Jack Gallagher and Swerve this Sunday?
Yeah, or if that, it's setting up a tag team with Jack Gallagher and Tony Nese. Yeah. But I I could see this on the pre-show. Those two being the final two out of the whole NXT tournament could link up, join together, and just beat up other cruiserweights. And then, maybe go for tag belts or something. Just be another team.
Did you take notes on this match?
No, I mean, I thought it was really, really good. I mean, it hit all the boxes that everybody got their shit off. I mean, but I'm agreeing with Brettzky. It could have been maybe 4 to 5 minutes shorter and still been just as good, or if not better.
Well said. Up next, Lorcan and Burch. What the hell?
We've gotten to that point in the podcast.
Oh, wait.
Undisputed.
Has the Drake Maverick interview happened yet?
I think it was after this.
I thought it was before this.
Wait, do you mean the replay of him, the interview they did before?
No, I mean when he was walking up to
I think it was before.
Because it was. So they really can't look into the camera because he specifically mentioned that in his.
He was saying, I think that what he meant was that he just wasn't confident enough in himself to look directly at the camera and look directly at the people and say oh, I'm gonna win.
But he said Yeah, but he was like, I can look at you, cameraman, because it doesn't matter after today.
No, yeah. I mean,
He, like,
again, it could be different things, but from what I got from that, it was more like I finally
Right.
have the confidence to look directly into the camera and directly into the people. At least that's what I
Okay,
said.
all right. Because I was about to say, I swear people talk into the
did that
camera
entire fucking
all the
time we were
time.
shooting.
Right, but like they weren't like but they weren't like interviewing. They were like it was like a camera on them. So I feel like you could talk into the camera. But like if there's an interviewer there, maybe I thought like, well, I guess if there's the person there, you have to acknowledge that the person's holding the mic, and you can't talk into the camera.
I figured my notes out. Okay, it was Lorcan and Birch and Undisputed Era psyching themselves up in the back before the commercial break.
Okay.
After the commercial break, we get the Undisputed Era versus Lorcan and Birch versus the returning astronaut, Breezango. Which got a pop out of everybody watching, I guarantee.
Yep, I did. I popped.
Only the highlights that I wrote in my notes were Oni Lorcan hitting a double blockbuster was very impressive.
Yep.
And moral, we got a moralism, Ceizar. More chemistry than a periodic table.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then Beth drops the Donnybrook line.
Oh, so I wrote that down too. I was wondering if you guys caught that. Because I was like, yo, Beth dropped the Donnybrook.
And we get the masturbator popping up in the audience, Dexter Loomis.
So right after Donnybrook, my notes say, oh shit, the GOAT.
Stares a hole into the Undisputed Era. Breezango win after Fandango hits his top rope leg drop. Brettzky, what are your notes on this matchup?
I'm fucking hyped. I am hyped that Breezango are back and that they won. And the fact they did the whole astronaut thing because the fucking SpaceX launch just happened.
Yeah.
I am so happy. I just can't wait. I was surprised that the whole arena didn't flood from Beth Phoenix when Breezango came out.
Oh yeah. What did she say? She said somebody called Tony Bergeron because we got a couple heavenly bodies.
I was so happy. This is a fun segment, especially when you have those three teams in there. It's gonna be fucking fun. I was kind of surprised because again, I might have misremembered this. Was this a number one contender match? Yeah. So I was surprised.
Yeah.
I guess it's gonna be the Undisputed Era versus Lorcan and Birch going forward. Like I was kind of thinking that they would be the one.
Well, what happened after the match probably foreshadows what's going to happen next.
Go ahead. That's the thing that was like, again, I agree with that, but there's so much shit going on with Undisputed Era, and there was already the thing where it's like, oh, we're calling out Imperium, so I don't understand that, but I'm very happy to see Breezango getting that chance.
Well, Ceizar, what are your notes on this matchup?
I thought it was a real great match. So, I'm a fan of Lorcan and Birch. So I was kind of glad Breezango won. Of course, Breezango, I'm always glad to see those guys. They're getting back. I was kind of glad they won because, Imperium's going to beat the first people they fight. And I was like, Birch and Lorcan definitely need a title shot.
Yes.
Against Imperium. But I would like for them to be the ones, kind of like a DIY thing, maybe lose it first and then do some other shit, get like a 2 out of 3 falls match, and then get the belts. Because those guys have been putting in work, and
they paid their dues, definitely.
They've definitely paid their dues as singles wrestlers, and then like their matches against each other, it's kind of like some bar shit. It's kind of like some bar shit, like Sheamus and Cesaro when they had those matches against each other for the U.S. title was so fucking great, and then they became a dope tag team. I feel like that about Birch and Lorcan. So they need the straps. Give them the straps. But yeah, let Imperium get their shit off, especially since they're kind of split up with these two guys here and the other two on NXT UK.
So every week I always ask, I don't say it out loud, but I think it loud. I think, where the fuck is Indus Sher? Where the fuck are these guys? They came out, they were intimidating, potential up the wazoo, and they've been gone for a while. They finally show up after the aftermath of this matchup. Imperium did show up on the stage to stare down Breezango, but Indus Sher finally comes out as well. What do you think this is leading to, Ceizar?
I think it's probably leading to some Gotta lead to some fuck shit, just to keep Imperium with the title. Like Breezango's a dope team. Are they fighting it in your mouth, or is this just like next week on NXT?
In your mouth.
In your mouth. All right. So yeah, maybe some fuck shit happens in your mouth just to like keep Imperium as the heels. But I mean, it's gonna be a good match. All four of these guys can go.
Well, Brettzky, would you rather see the Undisputed Era versus Lorcan and Birch at In Your Mouth, or would you rather see Undisputed Era versus Indus-Sher, or Lorcan and Birch versus Indus-Sher at In Your Mouth?
If there's going to be a match,
there's going to be a match.
I think I said this last week too. Lorcan and Birch versus Undisputed Era happened once before a while ago on a takeover, and it was fucking hard hitting and great. So I'm always down to see that match. I haven't seen these two guys with like their owner too much in the ring. I don't know if they've had an actual tag match because that was before I was able to really watch NXT that like every week. But maybe like have them just kind of do this thing where they kind of walk out, kind of like the Scarlet Borgia shit, where like they just kind of walk out and scout out the competition or something like that. But yeah, I mean, I'm always down for Lorcan and Birch versus Undisputed Era.
Well, we shall see. After the commercial break, I didn't take clear notes on this. Chelsea Green and Robert Stone were interviewed about their win last week with Charlotte, and then Chelsea fires Robert.
Yeah.
Did you guys catch that?
Yeah, I didn't see it, but I mean, I got caught up. I saw it on like Instagram. But I didn't see it like when it happened.
Well, apparently Chelsea might be getting called up sooner than later. I heard some rumors, so maybe this is the way to separate them two.
Mm-hmm.
And this leads us into the next segment. Aaliyah, who I guess Robert Stone
who is fond
of
her though,
a part of the Robert Stone brand.
Who is? Yeah, he's got point. He's got point.
Versus Santana Garrett. This was a nice short matchup between the two. Santana Garrett gets the win.
Mm-hmm.
Brettzky, you had one eye on this match and your mouth on the podcast. What did you pick up from what you saw?
I agree. It was just like a nice little quick match. It kind of got both of them their time, and I do like that Santana Garrett got the win because Santana Garrett's good. And they need more prominent faces in the women's division. Yeah, I mean, I really liked Robert Stone coming out with all of his buttons down and his hair disheveled. That was pretty funny. But yeah, I mean, I don't understand why Chelsea Green. I mean, obviously she's getting called up, but like, if it's we've said this before, and you guys said this before, Robert Stone brand should have had more than just Chelsea Green because it's a brand. So unless he's planning on managing the entire women's division, I don't see the purpose in keeping him around because he was just he was really more of like an interviewer before this. So like, he's one of those guys that is kind of hired from TNA and they just kind of hired to hire people, and they're like, oh shit, what the fuck do we do with this guy now? So he would really be better off not in WWE. I think he's not doing anything of note. Like, it doesn't matter. No one cares.
Yeah.
Well, Ceizar, do you think Bradley Cooper shouting at Aaliyah, "You have to win this match," didn't help her win the match because she eventually lost with the springboard moonsault from Santana?
Yeah, so I thought it was a great story between them. I thought it was a quick, nice match, and it was good story progressing forward through them. And they brought that up. Even like I think Todd Phillips and Morrow brought that up. Like, Robert Stone based his whole brand on one wrestler, so like it's not a brand. You had one client and then they left, so now you're in the shit. So and then he's been scoping Aaliyah for like the last 3 weeks, I think, thinking she had talent and she could bring her on. And so either I think they're going to keep this going because Aaliyah used to hang with Vanessa Bourne, and she's been going for a while on injury. So the only way I like the story coming back is if like maybe Aaliyah doesn't keep winning, but then like she thinks she's like, got nothing else to do, and then Bourne comes back, helps her on some fuck shit. She gets the win, and then like they and Robert Stone team up, and that way both of them can get back in the action. They can be a team again. They can get some wins because they're both heels, and then we get reunited. The hires or come back, and then maybe they get a little push or something. See what they can do.
You know, I got to be honest with you guys. I didn't really care that much for this segment, but I did like seeing Santana Garrett get a win because every week she'd come out looking like an extra from Glow and get her ass kicked.
Mm-hmm.
And she finally gets a fucking win. I was happy for her, but
she needs to lose the cape. She's got to
really
didn't
give a shit about this segment. Yeah. After the commercial break, we get the second vignette with a very impressive setting up the triple threat match for this Sunday at In Your Mouth between Io Shirai, Rhea Ripley, and Charlotte Flair. We had Io Shirai underwater, which is pretty badass. I mean, she can't speak English anyway, so put her underwater, give us some subtitles. That's good enough for us. Rhea wakes up early every morning and, works out, and she's talking about how shitty her 2020's been lately.
Who's hasn't? Bitch, who's hasn't?
Yeah. Charlotte, still offended by the NXT audience saying she don't go here, which of course Bianca Belair coined.
Made famous.
And she says, I'm made here. So we get another Sam Roberts and the other guys
Rosenberg
setting this up. Rosenberg. Oh, even Natty giving her 2 cents, by the way.
Yeah.
What did you guys take away from this awesome vignette? Ceizar.
What I took away was at the end when they showed the picture of all of them, only Charlotte was in color.
Yeah.
The other two were in black and white.
Yeah, you're right. I didn't even realize that.
See,
I didn't even notice that.
And I knew when Brettzky said he was watching it, I was like, all right, good. So it's still going to be fresh in his mind. Yeah. Like they showed Io Shirai, she was like black and white. Rhea Ripley was like black and white. Charlotte was like in color. So if you Google NXT In Your House Triple Threat and look at images, or even say Triple Threat, like they're all in color on that poster. So it's like they literally faded the other two in the background. And it's like different photos of them too. So I don't even know where this like thing came from. Or they literally cropped out Charlotte because it's the same picture of Charlotte in that one, in the all color one. They cropped her out and put her in this one. And they had 2 black and whites of the other 2 people, which I don't know why, unless you're like just literally trying to tease that, this bitch ain't going to lose no time soon. So.
Well, Brettzky, what did you take away from this? I don't know if you got to pay full attention to it,
but from what I saw, again, they didn't need any build up, and I would have been really hyped for the triple threat because it's 3 of the fucking best women's athletes in the world. But like I actually kind of like the idea of the other 2 being in black and white and in the background because it's kind of, at least the way I look at it, it's more of like them kind of saying, yeah, they're cool, but it's Charlotte fucking Flair. Like, of course she's going to be in the forefront. So I guess, we'll see what happens. But as long I'll be happy as long as the match doesn't have too much fuck shit and we get a clear definition as to whether or not Io Shirai is heel or face. That's all I'm asking.
Well, after the commercial break, we get a match between Cameron Grimes, it's Grimes time, baby, versus Bronson Reed.
He's Australian?
Who's Australian, by the way. Yeah.
Yeah.
As huge and destructive as Bronson was, Grimes wins with the fucking cave-in.
A sloppy ass cave-in.
What did you think of this, Ceizar?
I thought it was a sloppy fucking cave-in. And even Porno Phillips said it. He was like, because on the replay, he was like, and Cameron Grimes, this is why he's dangerous because he gets that cave-in. Even though he didn't get all of it, it was just enough. So I'm like, oh, wow. He couldn't even get all of it after a 5-minute match? You expect this guy to be the truth? You got to have 20-minute matches if you're going to be the truth. If you can't hit your finisher at a 5-minute match, how are you going to hit it gassed at the end of a 20-minute match? So, but you know how I feel about Cameron Grimes. So,
Well, Brettzky, were you disappointed to see the wall of flesh Bronson
I don't
Reed
get
lose
Bronson
this
Reed.
matchup?
First off, I hate that he calls himself Thick Boy.
No, the resident Thick Boy.
We get it. You're fat. Well, we all see it, and that's also my problem with Big Swole. Not the fat thing, because obviously, but it's like the names. Get like names or nicknames. Big Swole is not a good wrestling name. And the resident thick boy, yeah, sure, you're gonna get, fucking 14, 13-year-old kids like, ha, thick boy. Oh, it's like the memes we see on Instagram. But it's like, it's not a wrestling nickname. And I know I sound like Jim Cornette right now, but like, it's not.
You definitely sound like
It's
Jim
not
Cornette.
a wrestling nickname. That's the one thing that annoys me about Bronson Reed. But Bronson Reed, like, he got a little bit of a push initially, like when they had that weird tournament where like the guy who claimed WWE was racist won then left. Yeah, that breakout tournament.
Breakout
And he got a little
tournament.
bit of push, and he's a big guy, and he can do athletic things. He's like it's kind of like a Dollar Tree Keith Lee to me. But why? And then he's like off TV. And then he's back now, and he loses to a shitty Caven, and he loses to Cameron fucking Grimes in his stupid knockoff Abraham Lincoln top hat. So like, I don't get it. It doesn't do anything for me. Cameron Grimes doesn't do anything for me. And Bronson Reed needs to change something.
I guess the only positive thing we can say about this is at least Bronson Reed got some TV time.
Yeah, you got to check.
Yeah. But the most entertaining part of this entire segment,
you damn right,
Karrion Kross appearing and murders Bronson.
Yeah, with ease. With ease.
He talks to the camera. This Sunday, Ciampa, TikTok. But we didn't see any Scarlett out there. I was kind of disappointed about that.
Weak sauce about that. Weak sauce.
I will ask you guys what you think of this, but we'll save it for the predictions because now, they announced another takeover match, by the way. Tegan, Shotzi, and Mia versus Dakota, Straight Sonya, and Candice.
Mm-hmm.
So now there are 6 matches on the card
that we know of.
Takeover in your mouth.
That we know of.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I mean, they could always add another one, like we were talking about.
Probably with shitty ass Cameron Grimes too.
Swerve versus Cameron Grimes.
No, get the fuck out.
The main event, Drake Maverick, you guys, has made it to the main event of NXT, the Cruiserweight Championship final. Phantasma versus Drake Maverick for the interim Cruiserweight Championship. You forget how good Drake is. Then Phantasma throws Drake to the ropes and he bonks his head on the top rope. I thought that was kind of funny. I felt bad for him.
Yeah.
But, Phantasma hits a sit-down powerbomb to the outside of the ring. That was pretty brutal.
Yeah.
Drake screaming in pain a lot. He sells like a motherfucker, and he's drooling all over the mat with his Stallone mouth.
Yep.
And then the Kmart Luchas come out to try and kidnap. Well, they weren't really trying to do anything, but Drake attacks them anyway. They end up back in the ring. Phantasma hits the Samoan driver, the Phantom driver, as they call it. Phantasma is the new Cruiserweight champ. Before I go on, I want to ask you guys your thoughts on the main event match between these two. Ceizar, do you think the right man won?
Honestly, I don't know. I honestly don't know. I'm literally 50-50. I can't even say 60-40 if the right man won. I thought it was a great match. Drake sells like a mother, like you said. He's good. I like the way he sells jobs. He always brings that good comeback. I mean, he just got distracted, so he could have won. Either way, Jordan's going to kill, either one of these guys and get the Cruiserweight title back. Like, we know that. Unless Phantasma is the leader of these dark hooded guys.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Brettzky, did you find that interesting that when those two guys came out, they didn't actually attack Phantasma. They kind of helped him in a way to win this match.
But first off, I'm going to need you guys to call them by their proper name, which is the Brown Order.
Nice.
That's right.
No, it's okay.
Forgot about that.
Britt Baker every day, got this. No, but I'm gonna say the right man won. I've thought about it. And the right man won, and I'll tell you why. Because it was a very good match. Phantasma has proven himself to get better every week, and it's definitely showing. But it's been a long time, at least in my memory, since WWE has brought in a new guy, hyped up a new guy coming in, brought the new guy in, and then immediately pushed them. Immediately. So to have Phantasma win the title right away, I mean, we all know he's probably gonna lose to Devlin whenever that happens. But to have Phantasma come in and immediately win the title, I like it because they're building a new star, and I like it. And we'll talk about it. I guess we'll talk about it a little bit, but it could. I also think this leads to a Drake Maverick versus Kushida feud because Kushida probably could be like, "Hey man, what the fuck? Like, I could have easily told you that I won the match last time, but you said you were gonna win the match, and now you didn't, and you said I was gonna be the number one contender, but now I can't be. So what the fuck, asshole?" So I think it could lead to that kind of feud. But yeah, this was a fun match. This is a good match. Drake Maverick is just proving himself to be. I mean, obviously, if you've anyone seen Rockstar Spud compete, then they know how good Drake Maverick is. But
Drake Maverick is, yeah.
I'm so happy for him because he deserved to have good matches in WWE, and he wasn't having them. But he's finally had them. He's showing that he can be serious and silly at the same time. I was right man won, but this is a very good showing.
And the show ends with Triple H, the father of NXT, approaching Drake Maverick and saying, "You earned this." Gives him the contract. Feel good moment to end the show. Ceizar, what are your final thoughts on tonight's NXT?
I thought it was a good overall show. Yeah, Triple H coming up with the contract. He only does this for cruiserweights. So now I feel like shit's halfway stage because he did it with Cedric Alexander and he did it with Drake Maverick. So he only does this for cruiserweights. So that means Vince is going to find a way to ruin them. Let's be honest here. I thought it was a good show. Good go home show. Good vignettes. Good lead up matches. Booked even a few more matches. So we'll see where In Your Mouth takes us on Sunday.
Well, Brettzky, what are your closing thoughts on tonight? Well, this NXT, not tonight.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I think it was an overall pretty good show. It had a little bit of everything. It wasn't promo heavy like last time was, like we were talking about. It was a nice mix. I agree. Triple H coming out, that was really cool. It was just a nice moment because you could tell. And again, and I'll say it again because I said it before. I don't know if Drake Maverick knew he was getting a contract until Triple H came out because he's a great fucking actor. I can't tell if that was pre-planned or if Triple H just came out and was like, "Hey, by the way, I know that you didn't think you were getting a contract, but here's a contract." So
I kind of think they knew a couple weeks ago the way he was getting support, like from online.
No, I'm not saying.
And then they I don't think they told him that they were going to do that at the end of the show, though.
Oh yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. I think that the brass knew. I just don't know if Drake Maverick knew.
Yeah. Like I think the brass knew that. Yeah, all right, look, we're going to hire Drake back. He's been killing it in these matches. The people are actually behind him. Like we can get some money out of this. I think they even got that a couple weeks ago, but I don't think they told him that. Yo, Trips, give him the old Cedric Alexander at the end of the show. We'll make sure there's time for it.
They got a name for it now.
It's definitely the old Cedric Alexander.
Yeah, but no, I like this. And to everyone, I said this in the I think the Hall of Fame chat. Anyone who's complaining about this, you can just go fuck off. Like really, like if you're gonna complain that the guy didn't know if he was gonna have a job, so you spent money on his shirt, and then he got his job back, then you're not actually a supporter of him. So just shut the fuck up.
Yeah. It's a fucking $18 shirt.
Yeah,
Shut the fuck up.
You're helping him out no matter what. The guy didn't know he was gonna have a job back. The guy didn't know what he was gonna do with his life. Shut the fuck up and just support your wrestler.
And if you bought it from EC3, I mean, Drake and EC3 are such good friends. Drake's probably like, "Oh well, I got a contract, bro, so you can keep that bread." Oh, you got it.
Well, fellas, it's time for the funnest segment we do here on the tripod. It is time for predictions.
Well, I got to drop for predictions. Hold up.
Oh yeah.
I got the pencil ready for the eraser for NXT Takeover in your mouth.
Skeet.
NXT.
All righty, we're gonna kick it.
NXT in your mouth.
Go for it.
NXT in your mouth. Yeah, that's good.
We'll kick it off with the match that's definitely gonna start first. Mia Yim, Tegan Nox, Shotzi Blackheart versus Dakota Kai, Straight Sonya, and Candice LeRae. Brettzky, you go first. Who's taking this match?
Wait, can we have a side bet that this match does not
I
start
don't
the
think it's
night?
gonna start the night.
Let me write that down. Do you want to do a side bet on match orders?
No. I just guarantee this won't start the
I guarantee
night.
the tag match will start the night.
Yes. The tag match always starts the night.
Oh, it's just the way I wrote them down.
Actually, you know what? It could be. Actually, you know what? It could be Gargano versus Keith Lee, or the tag match.
Gargano versus Keith Lee is gonna be semi-main for sure. It's gonna be right before the backlot brawl.
No, that's gonna semi-main's gonna be Charlotte, Rhea, and Io.
Too, by the way. That could also open.
There's no way that'll open. They never start with the women's match.
What are you talking about?
Fellas. We digress.
All right, fine.
Let's start it match by match. We'll do it this
Yeah.
way. Mia, Tegan, Shotzi versus Dakota, Straight Sonya, Candice, Brettzky. What are your thoughts on
My
the way
thoughts
this match
are that,
is going down?
first off, I'm happy Shotzi's okay. But my thoughts
Yeah.
are the faces win by like a roll-up or something, or like a distraction from the outside. Or not like someone else coming out, but like something happens where like Straight Sonya gets hurt, and then Dakota Kai's like, "Oh my God, Straight Sonya," and then he gets rolled up or something, or like gets the finisher. I don't think that Candice LeRae is taking the pin. I think that if anything, Dakota Kai or Straight Sonya takes the pin, and I think that the faces win with a heel beatdown afterwards.
Nice, Caesar.
I'm picking the heels. I'm picking the exact opposite, but the same way. The heels are going to get a win by a surprise roll-up. I'm just not sure who's getting pinned. I think Shotzi can actually get pinned by Straight Sonya.
I'm gonna.
But it's got to be some fuck shit with Candice like fucking with Mia. Yeah, it's gonna be some. It's gonna be some fuck shit. But I got the heels winning with the roll up.
I was picking the heels winning for a different reason. As you know, we've seen Marty McFly, aka Johnny Gargano, always involved in Candice's matches somehow. I think he's going to cause some kind of distraction and give the heels the edge. I'm going with Dakota, Straight Sonya, and Candice. Up next, just the way I wrote it. So
yeah, we know.
The NXT Women's Championship triple threat. Now, I think in order to do this interesting, I think we should each pick someone different. So I'll let you guys go first. I'll pick last. Whoever you two don't pick, I'll be stuck with. Let's go Caesar first, since Brettzky went first last time.
Well, I'm picking Charlotte because she was in color, and the other two were in black and white. And I was going to say that. I was going to say that regardless. After watching their vignettes.
Interesting.
Well,
Brettzky, what are your thoughts?
I'm going to go with Io Shirai.
That's a good pick, though. That's a good pick.
That's going to win because Rhea Ripley and Charlotte Flair are too busy, scissoring or whatever they're doing, and they're going to continue that feud as just a non-title feud or something. But my heart says Charlotte.
Okay. Well, I'm stuck with...
Okay, so
my heart said Io, but
okay. So leading up to this, I was thinking Io was gonna somehow pin Rhea, not Charlotte, but pin Rhea and win. But when I saw that thing, I was like, "Nah, Charlotte's winning this."
The only way I see Rhea winning is if she pins Io. I don't think there's a chance in hell she's gonna get the pin.
Charlotte's not taking the loss.
Yeah, but it's going to be interesting to see how that turns out. Up next, the NXT Tag Team Championships are on the line as Imperium takes on the returning Breezango. Brettzky.
Yeah, I don't see Imperium losing. As much as I love Breezango, I don't see Imperium losing. I think Breezango will have a good showing, as they always do, but I'm going to have to go with Imperium because they're not losing the first title defense. They can't.
Caesar, thoughts?
Quotations, same. if this was a gift, it would be like the one with a guy going this, circling his hands, all of this, above me. So same reason, yeah.
Well, just to be different, I'm going to say NXT wants to wow us this weekend and say that Breezango not only returns as astronauts, but they return and win
They get pushed to
from
the moon.
Imperium,
They're gonna get pushed
bringing
to the
the
moon.
titles. You damn straight.
You realize
Breezango
Dick
takes
Cheese
it.
is on the line, right? Like don't be a Zanka and fall on your sword just so you look.
I'm trying to make it interesting.
If you
all right? I don't want it to be boring.
if you like saying you love men's dick cheese, we will just like set you up to say it every week. We don't need to. I'm just saying.
Nothing wrong with it.
Fuck, I had a thought and I lost it.
There's nothing wrong with it. Yeah, no, not that there's anything wrong with it.
Oh, that's what I was
you
gonna
like-
say. Do you guys realize if we all three tie, all three of us get punished?
What?
Yeah, but there's no way that can
How's
happen. Right?
That's why I keep picking different than you guys, so there it will not.
Yeah,
be
well,
a
there's
tie.
a triple threat where we all pick somebody different, so there will be a clear winner.
We'll see. Some fuck shit could happen because you know how many ties Jake and Zank.
Right, but that's two people. We're three. Remember, like last time, me and Brettzky both won and you lost. So it'll either be like two people tied. There's no way all three of us would tie.
Well, I'm picking opposite.
All right, fine.
It, so chew on that shit.
Fine, bitch. I hope you lose.
That's right. Up next, Tommaso Ciampa versus Karrion Kross. Scarlett Bordeaux at ringside. How is this going to turn out, Ceizar?
Oh, no fuck shit. Karrion Kross gets the win.
Oh, you think clean, straight up
Yup.
clean?
I'm
Wow.
sorry that you're gonna
Okay,
have to pick
Brettzky?
Ciampa, Mangria, but I'm gonna go with Karrion Kross, and I'm gonna echo what I said last week. There's not gonna be any intentional fuck shit, but Ciampa's gonna get scared. There is gonna be fuck shit, so he's gonna be like keeping an eye out on Scarlett because I mean anyone would anyway, but he's gonna keep an extra eye on Scarlett and then get fucking whatever his finisher is on him.
Yeah, but see, that's not fuck shit. That's Champion hyping
of
himself
course.
out. Yeah. But see, and unlike those other two idiots, we also have side bets that we can do. So therefore, there can be winners and not ties.
Do you want to make side bets after all this? is done?
Me and Brettzky made that side bet right before the match started. We can always make side bets in the chat if we're all watching.
Like if something happens and we see that we're all gonna tie.
But
Yeah.
to make it official, I think we should do
Yeah,
it
that's
on
fair.
the podcast.
That's
Nah,
fair,
man,
that's
that's the
fair.
point. Well, but also the point of side bets is like right before something happens. Like literally, we made a side bet about Vanguard right before the match happened.
Neo won.
What was his
so
name?
It's not
Yeah, Neo.
Vanguard 2.
Neo
it
won.
ain't Vanguard 2.
It was not Vanguard 2, but Vanguard 1 did not show back up. So technically, that's the energy of side bets. Like, something hasn't started yet. It's right before the race. Side bet personally between you and me right now.
Yeah, but we got to let the people know, Ceizar.
We can let the people know on the next fucking podcast.
We got to tell them now, Ceizar, so they can
How
anticipate.
about this? How about this?
All
How about
20
this? I have an
people who
idea.
listen.
What if we do what Mangria was thinking, and what if we all make our own match orders, and whoever gets the most right wins a tiebreaker?
Fine. We can do that. We can do it.
Do you want to make them on the podcast?
Yeah.
or
Well, let's
in
get
the
let's get
chat?
through the matches first, and then we'll decide that.
Okay, well, since I'm stuck with Ciampa, I say Ciampa wins, but it's gonna be probably because Karrion beats the fuck out of him and like gets DQ'd for just beating the shit out of him, and Scarlett comes in and starts kicking Ciampa in the balls as well. I think Ciampa's gonna get destroyed this weekend, possibly by DQ, but that's the only way I'm winning is if Karrion gets himself DQ'd by just murdering Ciampa. But up next, we get Johnny Gargano, Marty McFly versus Keith Lee for the North American Championship. Brettzky, retaining or title changing hands?
This one is right down the line.
This shit's tough.
You know what? Fuck it. Johnny Gargano's gonna win via fuck shit because Candice LeRae. Here's what's happened: is after that 6-woman match, Candice and me is gonna be catfighting backstage the entire time, and they're gonna get out. Keith Lee's about to win. They're gonna come out on stage and they're gonna be fighting, all that shit, biting, a little bit of kissing here and there. So then Keith Lee is like, "Hey, ladies, let's stop this. I'm a good Samaritan. Let's stop the fighting." and Johnny hits his finish and all that shit and wins. That's what I'm saying.
Ceizar.
So I in my head was gonna say I'm going opposite of what Brettzky says. So I'm going to say Keith Lee's gonna win.
Now you have to pick, Mitch.
But now I'm gonna say Keith Lee's gonna win. But I'm saying they're going to open the show, and Candace is that way. It makes more sense for Candace to run out with me and Yim running out, with Keith Lee being like blah 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 on the fuck shit, and Johnny doesn't have the keys because he's got tights on, and Keith Lee's gonna win, but Candace and Mia will get in there and they're gonna try to break them up, and that'll be more heat for their 6-woman tag, probably right after the match since they're already out there.
I'm gonna say that since Johnny Gargano is knee deep in fuck shit lately, some major fuck shit. You know what? I'm saying it. This match is my fuck shit certified.
Yep. There we go. Yeah, I'll agree with that. I'll agree with that. I'll stamp it.
Johnny Gargano is the new North American Championship because this little squirrely asshole is gonna pull some major fuck shit and win.
I can't be mad at that.
Now we're down to the main event. The backlot brawl, possibly cinematic. We don't know. Maybe it'll be just like an empty building match between Ciampa and Gargano. We'll see. But Ceizar, play this out for us. How does this end?
That damn porch monkey's gonna come down in that damn in a purple Cadillac with the couch in the back, laying on it with some damn Undisputed Dream t-shirt on or some fuck shit.
Yeah.
Or he's gonna come out with a dentist looking like a fake Dr. Britt Baker, some kind of fuck shit to get.
Wait a minute, you didn't say didn't say the full name.
Dr. Britt Baker. Well, it's not her show. She ain't on this show. So
say the full name.
No, I don't disrespect her on her show. I can talk about her all I want on NXT.
That's it. I'm calling her Brittany Bakervich.
I don't give a fuck what you say. This ain't AEW. You don't disrespect somebody on their home turf. So
DMD.
Yeah, the damn porch monkey comes down looking lit. Then this some bitch comes out in a limo with I don't know whether all 3 of the undisputed assholes will be there. But
for sure.
I don't know if he's back finishing the film in the movie. So they come down there, but I'm picking the Dream just on the fact that we saw that goddamn Rembrandt painting probably going for $19K on eBay right now by the god of goats, the goat fucker himself, Dexter Loomis. And his brilliant mind's going to come down here and actually kidnap in a blue pickup Ford truck like he painted all 3 other members of the Undisputed Era, and that'll give Dream the edge to beat Adam Cole, baby, and win the NXT title.
To echo Ceizar's comments from before, quote, same. That was literally, as I was thinking about this match, my mind immediately went, oh, so Dexter Loomis' painting is going to come true. So yeah. I'm actually going to have the same exact prediction pretty much. Absolutely, Dexter Loomis is getting involved. I think Kyle O'Reilly is back because, he was in the match on NXT. So, yeah, I'm going Velveteen Dream wins.
Velveteen.
Have fun.
Yeah, you guys are 1,000% correct. I can't see it going any other way, really.
Well, he could, if Velveteen loses, he could always get called up to the main roster.
Right.
Well, you know what I'm thinking is because they made such a huge deal that Cole's 1-year anniversary and everything, right. And Cole, he's done everything in fucking NXT. Yeah. It's like, why keep the title? Get his ass out of there. I don't know if Undisputed Era would go with him if he gets called up.
They should.
There's no way Adam Cole's winning this shit. No way.
With the thing is, the Undisputed Era should go because if you're still trying to keep that heel team that's a dominant force once Rona ends, you always have Imperium to go across both shows to beat those
but Walter
guys.
doesn't like going to the United States.
Well, yeah, he doesn't like it, but he's under contract.
Money talks.
Motherfucker's under contract. He's got a job.
Yeah.
I'll fucking strip that title and fire his dumbass.
I'm going to say because by the time this pay-per-view is over, I'm going to be 0 for 5. I'm just picking Dream.
Just so you don't get skunked.
Can we do a side bet on this one? Blood or no blood? Do you think there'll be blood in this match?
Nah.
No.
I mean, if you think, I'll side bet with you.
No, I'm just saying because it's like a backlot brawl. Maybe weapons will be introduced.
Well, there'll definitely be weapons. I don't think there'll be any blood.
They wouldn't. And if there is, Vince free tape, so they'll cut it out.
Or yeah.
Well, I mean, Rey Mysterio had blood in his eye on Raw.
Oh shit, man. Yeah, that's not like real blood though.
I know, that's what I mean though.
Oh, so you think some fake shit?
It could be some fake ass blood, but just to add some dramatic effect. Because you know how Velveteen.
But what if Velveteen legitimately comes out with a bottle of Heinz ketchup and squirts it over Adam Cole? Would that count?
All right, Brett.
I would fucking die, bro. I would literally cry. All right, if that happens, I will give you an extra like half a point.
If that happens, Brettzky wins the entire night regardless. Motherfucker with a Heinz
ketchup bottle.
He's just standing there hitting it on the side, trying to get it all to come out.
Bro,
wait a minute, you guys remember how we did Double or Nothing and we did like 3? We hope this is gonna happen.
Yeah.
Oh right.
Is that Brettzky's?
That's Brettzky's. I hope it happens. Like
I'm writing that shit down.
Dream comes out with a fucking. Dream comes out with a Heinz ketchup bottle.
What about you, Ceizar? What do you hope happens?
I literally hope what I said happens. I hope fucking Loomis comes out with like fucking cowboy rope or something and herds these bitches up. Actually, that's what I do hope. I hope he comes out swinging cowboy rope and literally like hog ties all 3 of the Undisputed Era separately and then collects them and puts them in the back of a truck and drives off. That's what I hope actually happens.
Okay, Ceizar with the rope on Undisputed Era. All right, let me try and pick something from a different match. I could pick an easy one like Charlotte Bordeaux with a good ass shot, but I'll say instead the rental car keys make an appearance again. Johnny Gargano with the keys.
You know what?
It pulls him out of his ass.
It might.
He pulls him out of his ass.
Because that's continuity even from the week before NXT last week when he's like, "Oh, Candice, get the car." So it could.
Oh yeah.
The most far-fetched one is the Heinz 57. I'm sorry.
How dare you?
How dare you? He's got to wrestle with the car keys in his trunks up his ass the whole match, and then he pulls them from out of his trunk, sweaty car keys out of his ass, and stabs Keith Lee. Yeah,
that's some Pulp Fiction shit right there.
Yeah, but it would be funny as shit.
Literally.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we did it. We went through everything, and now what is your final plugs? Brettzky, plug your podcast.
Well, you know what? I wasn't going to do it, but then you told me to, so I'll do it. But, yeah, I got a podcast. The name of it is The Faux Pod. You can follow us on Instagram at thefauxpod.cast. The link that page has like all the updates about new episodes and other bullshit, but the link to listen to any of the episodes that I already have up, and the link where you can find all of the different platforms where it's available is in my personal Instagram bio, which is at @thegreatbrettzky99, and it's also in the podcast Instagram bio. So give it a listen, check it out, and I hope you enjoy.
Ceizar, do you have any plugs?
Yeah, so I got with my friends this week. So I have a weekly meeting with friends where we drink a bunch of craft beer. And I think I've settled I might be starting a podcast, like a craft beer discussion, kind of like this, but not like wrestling. It's just we talk about stupid shit, wax poetic, while drinking craft beer. So far the name I have is Julius Ceizar presents Lend Me Your Beers. where it's just me and my friends drinking good beer, talking stupid shit, having good laughs, working out the names and the kinks and all that. So stay tuned. Might be popping up soon. And if it does, I'll drop you the links and all that.
Just out of curiosity, where were you planning to distribute it? On Anchor?
Oh yeah, I mean, I'll look at some stuff, see what's good for us. But yeah, why not? Why not put it on Anchor to try to get it out to the world if I could?
Well, sounds good to me. Ladies and gentlemen, we also have a Still Real After Party new episode, hopefully coming up next week, that we can discuss along with the results for NXT TakeOver in your mouth. So thank you, everybody, for your time. Thank you guys for joining me. Thank Errol.